Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Kendra here, and we will be continuing my organization of my inventory series, and I will be explaining how I use the CTS Wardrobe as a system to visually see what's in my inventory. So I pulled up the marketplace listing for the wardrobe. As you can see, the wardrobe costs 699 lindens. I have an awesome mother in Second Life, and she purchased this wardrobe for me. So she's wonderful, and I use it every single day, all the time, and I think it's well worth it. Maybe you will too. I will leave in the description down below a link to the marketplace ad as well as a landmark for the wardrobe itself in World. So if you're interested, you can go purchase it. So the website describes the CTS wardrobe as our new must-have and easy-to-use web-based organization for your outfits. I do not just use the wardrobe for my outfits. I use it to visually organize my whole inventory, and I will show you how I do that in today's video. First of all, I want to show you there is a HUD, and I wear this HUD all the time because when you minimize it, it's this right here. It is this little itty bitty yellow square. Doesn't take up a lot of screen space. It's perfect. And then I open it when I'm ready to use it. Okay. And to access my inventory online, I kind of want to just give you show you what the web-based part is. So if you click the yellow picture of the wardrobe in the center of the HUD, it will bring up this menu box, and you just click go to page, and it will open up your wardrobe in your internet browser. So here's what it looks like when you log into your wardrobe. Up at the top, it'll say your name and everything. And if I'm looking for an item, I tag all of my items with whatever tag I can possibly think of that I might be searching for. So all my tags are down here along the left-hand side of the screen. And as you can see, I have quite a few tags here in my inventory already. And there are so many of them because I literally put any tag I can think of when I enter an item into my wardrobe. And in a second, I'll show you how I enter items into my wardrobe. There is also a search bar up here. So if you're looking for a certain tag, like I'll pick hair, you can type it into there and then it'll give you a drop down menu. This is all of anything that I have given the tag hair to will pop up on your screen. So this is what I mean about the wardrobe giving you a visual look to your inventory, because as you can see, I have put the texture ads in here, but also like here for this wasabi juniper hair, I didn't have a picture included in the folder in my inventory, so I just took a picture of myself wearing the item. But say I decide I want to wear something a little bit more specific. I tag it a little bit more specific. So I'll put ponytail. Okay. And then only the items that are ponytails will pop up. So you can get very specific with your tags so that you can find something specific that you're looking for. I also use my wardrobe to organize some home items. So let me change my tag to decor. And so I even put decor items in here. As you can see, I've either taken pictures or the ads that are in the folder, I put them into my wardrobe so that if I'm looking for, say, I'm getting ready to decorate for Christmas, I can put the tag Christmas in here and all of my items for Christmas will pop up. What I do is once I find an item that I want to res out, I take I copy the name of the item. All right, and then I go into my inventory in World, and up at the top there's a search bar, and I just paste it in there, and then it will pop up that item. All right, and as you can see, this is the item that is in my inventory in the wardrobe. Okay, so that's how I use the wardrobe. The wardrobe does work with your RLV system in World, and it will actually put the clothing on you if you want to. But that requires a few extra steps by putting folders into this RLV folder in your Second Life inventory, and you have to make sure it's exactly the same as it is in the wardrobe webpage. And to me, that was adding a couple extra steps that I really didn't need. So I just do the copy and paste, and that usually works out pretty well for me. All right, so I have a few items here in my inventory that I want to add to um, my CST wardrobe. And I just keep a folder in my inventory that says to put into the wardrobe here. And these are all items that I want to put into my wardrobe. Okay. Um, so we'll do this pose from Darcio Poses. What I do is first I add the picture of the item. And there's a few different ways that you can add a picture. And I'll show you all the 3 different ways that I add a picture. Okay, so if you're lucky, the designer has included a texture to the folder that goes into your inventory. You can just use this picture. So this is the pose that I want to add into the inventory. Now, sometimes the picture will have a UUID code, and this is a code that you can use. I don't know what that all means, the UUID, but anyway, if you click on this button that says UUID, it will copy this photo's UUID code. So then you go back into your internet browser, and I go up to this tab up here called Import, and then Add Items, and it will bring up a window. And when you have a UUID code, you click on the picture of the texture, all right, and then you paste that code um, into the box. As you can see, it's a very long, complicated jumble of letters, but when you click OK, it will put that picture into your inventory. All right, so then I give the item a title. All right, so this is a pose. So what I do, so I go back into my inventory in World, and I click rename on the folder that the item is in, and then I click copy, and that will copy the name of the item exactly how it is in your inventory, so that when you go and search for it in your inventory, it will be there. All right, and then I just paste it under title, Okay, so it's exactly the same as it was in your inventory. Okay, and then I go and I add my tags. So I always start with adding the name of the designer that created this item. So this is Darcio Poses. And if you notice, a drop-down menu comes up. If you already have a tag that starts like that, it'll suggest some options for you. Okay, so this is a Darcio pose. And so I click that. So that's one tag. All right. Then it also down here, it says suggested tags. These are very more commonly used tags. So this is a pose. So I'm going to click the poses and it'll add it to my tags. And then it's a single pose, so gonna add that. And then I'm going to add the photography tag also. So these are all the tags that I do for poses. All right, so that when I'm going into my inventory and I'm gonna take a blog photo and I want all my single poses, I can click on that tag and all the items in my inventory that are single poses, a picture of it will pop up so I can visually see what poses I have. Here is the creator. When you use the UUID code, it will automatically put in the creator into this box. All right. If you don't use that UUID code, Um, this will just keep the creator of the last item that was in there. I if that happens, I just delete it and I don't put anything in. All right, remarks. I For poses and stuff like that, I don't put anything. I'll show you what I put in for clothing. And subfolders is not something I use. That's something you would use if you were using the RLV feature for for the wardrobe, and I don't do that. And then you can change it to private. I always just keep it public. But this way, if you share your inventory with others, they'll be able to see it. Okay. Again, I don't click any of these things. I think they are not needed for what I use the wardrobe for. So then I click submit, and you know it's submitted when the image picture is blank. Okay. The picture will just disappear. We'll do Darcio. There's less of those. Okay. And then I go to my tag and there's the photo right there. Okay, so it's there for me to visually see. All right, and then now that I've added it to my wardrobe, I will file it away in the part of my inventory that I keep that item. Okay, and as I go through how I organize my inventory, you'll see how how that part of my inventory gets organized. Okay, so then you're done with that one. All right, so then I move on to the next one. So let's find. Okay, so this is well-made Jaden heels, and um, now this item comes with a photo, but as you can see, there's not that UUID button down here, which means you can't enter the item that way. So what I do is down here at the bottom, I have my snip tool. So I click on my snip tool and I click new. All right. And it brings up this little plus sign. And what you do is you just snip out the portion of the screen that you would like to add to your wardrobe. All right, so I'm just pulling, okay, and then it will bring a picture up in here. Now, if you wanted to, you could save the picture. I don't save the picture because what it also does is it copies the picture to your clipboard. So I go back to add items, all right, and I control V, and it brings up, I just paste the picture into that folder. It brings up the item, all right, and so you can see the entire item. I just stretch this out so that it's all visible. All right. This blue box shows you what's going to be visible in your inventory. So you want to make sure whatever is showing in that blue box, you have everything in there. Now, if you notice, the title from the last item I added was in there. So I'm just going to delete that, and I am going to delete all the tags, and I'm going to delete the creator. Okay, because none of those things pertain to this item. So I go back to my inventory, and this step is the same as the last time. All right, I click and I rename, and then I copy exactly what the item is in my inventory, and then I paste it in the title. Okay, and then I'm going to add my tags. All right, so this is a well-made item. So I created well-made. All right, and then these are heels. So I'm going to give it the tag heels. They're also shoes. So I'm going to give it the tag shoes. And they are sandals too. So I'll give it the tag sandals. So no matter what I'm looking for, if I'm looking for a pair of sandals, then these will pop up. If I'm looking for a pair of heels, these will pop up. Okay, I just give it every single tag I could possibly think of. All right. I don't put the creator in. That's if you're sharing your wardrobe with others, they can see who the creator is. For my purposes, I don't need that. And then in the remarks, I put this item comes with a color HUD, so I put color HUD. Okay, and then I put a splash, and then I put not in RLV, which means that I can't just click it and add it to my body in World. I actually have to go search for the item in my inventory. Okay, because when I first started, I started adding things in as RLV items, and so I just wanted to differentiate between the items that I could just click and add, or the items that I have to go search for in my inventory. Then I click submit. All right, and that item is now added to my inventory. Now there's a third way that I add items into my inventory. And if you notice, this retro summer set does not have a picture included in the folder. Okay, so what I will do is I'm gonna go off camera for a sec, add the outfit, and then I'll show you what I do. Okay. All right, so for the next part, the next option for adding an item to your wardrobe, I came up to my platform just because it's in a big open space, easier for me to res the post stand and everything. So I'm going to take a picture of myself wearing the item for the wardrobe. All right, so to do that, this HUD comes with a post stand. So you just click this little purple woman on your HUD, and it'll res a post stand. And if you sit on it, it will also res a backdrop for you. And then it'll ask if you want the lighting adjusted. I always click yes because it brightens up the photo and makes it more clear. All right, and then there's all poses. You have choices. All poses, female poses, male poses, or no poses. I always click female poses. And then here, these little red arrows, if you click them, you can scroll through the different poses that are loaded into the inventory. Okay, so I'm just going to pick this one, all right, and I center myself on the screen, all right, so that you can clearly see the item. All right, and then I go and use this snipping tool again, all right, and I go up and click New. Okay, and when I do a picture, sometimes I cut my head off, sometimes not, but I always make sure that my box is as close to a square as possible, so that when I go in and add it to the wardrobe page, I don't have to adjust it too much. Okay, so I go to import, add items like every other time. All right, and I Control V, and it'll add the picture of the item. Okay, now if you want, you can add a second picture. So, say I want a picture of the back of the outfit. So I would just scroll through the poses. Eventually, I'll get to a pose where, there we go. So it'll give you a back shot of it. Okay. So now you can take a photo of the back of the outfit. And so you click the snipping tool again, click New, same exact way you did the front, all right, because you're just adding a second photo. And you can take a picture of the back, okay, and then while this window is already open and this picture is already here, you can click Control V and it will put the picture up in the top left-hand corner, okay? So if you just click the plus button, it will add a second picture. So now you have, attached to this item, you have a picture of the front and the front of a picture of the back. I usually only add a picture of the back if there's some sort of intricate detail in the back of the outfit or item that I want to show. But sometimes I have tops that have like a lace back or some sort of detail that I want to remember is there. So I might add a second picture. Okay, so I have my two pictures and now everything else is exactly the same as the other two times I added it. I go into my inventory, okay, and I click the folder name and I click rename and then I click copy. All right, I go back to my internet browser and in the title, I paste it. All right, so that's exactly how it is in my folder. All right, and the name of this store is Fashionably Dead. Okay, so I'm adding, I always start with the designer first, so I make sure I remember to do that. And then this is an outfit. Okay, so it's an outfit, and then it's also a casual outfit. So I'll click casual outfit, and it's a spring or summer outfit, and I'll click that. Okay, so those are all my tags. Again, I don't put the creator in. Okay, remarks, there is no color HUD. So for this item, this is just the one item, and I'm just gonna put light green. Okay, so I know what color the item is, and then not in RLV because remember I don't put these items in my RLV folder anymore. And then I click submit. And now that item is in my inventory. Okay, I'm going to stand, and when you stand, the backdrop disappears, and then I'm going to just delete the post stand. All right, let's see. So now, I'm going to get a decor item. Okay, so the apple fall cactus. All right, so what I do is I just res the item out. All right. I get the angle I want, same exact, and then I just snap a picture of it. All right. Again, try to make it as square as possible. Sometimes because I don't do it right, it's a little off center, but that's okay. All right, and then I go into my internet browser and add an item, Control V, and it puts the picture in there. I'm not too fancy with these pictures, just so that I can visually see them. I don't need to make them look beautiful like my blog posts, okay? And then I rename and copy the name of the item. Go back to the browser. Into the title, I paste the name of the item. All right, and then this designer is Appleful. All right, it's a decor item. All right, it's a plant. It's a potted plant. Okay. And that's probably all the tags I will need for that one. Because it's not a clothing item, I just leave this remarks blank and I hit submit. And now that item's added. So the process is pretty quick when you really get used to it. It really doesn't take any time to add an item. So really that's about it. That's how I use my CTS wardrobe. If you have any questions or if you want something explained in a little bit more detail, just leave a comment below and I can either answer you right there in the chat, or if I think it's something that's worthy of a video, I might redo my explanation of this and do another video on it. But that's basically how I use my CTS wardrobe to organize my inventory, and I can visually see the items in my inventory. So again, if you have any comments, questions, anything at all, just leave a comment in the description below. If you enjoyed this video or you found it helpful, just give me a like. I would appreciate it. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, we would love to have you along on my adventures. So click the subscribe button. And that's it for today. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.